Hey guys, it's me, Pokemon. I'm back, and today I'm going to be continuing this little mini-series I have going on where I'm going through the Brotherhood one by one, and I'm talking about every single one of them. Last time we talked about Mystique. Today I'm going to be talking about Pyro. Actually, I'm also going to talk about Juggernaut and Sabertooth today. I'm going to do it all sort of in one go because it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's the Thanksgiving Eve right now, so I want to try to record all three of these right now. Then I can edit them and get them out to you guys, throughout Thanksgiving break, and hopefully I can get some more videos out to you late in Thanksgiving break, because I have a couple of days off for Thanksgiving break. So with that being said, let's talk about Pyro first of all. Let's also remove this little download thing down at the bottom, so that way that doesn't irritate you guys at home watching. Pyro, he is the mutant blaster, the damage dealer really for the Brotherhood. Sabertooth does a lot of damage, Magneto does a lot of damage too, but Pyro is like the damage dealer. He's sort of like the Iron Man for the Brotherhood of Evil and Brotherhood of Mutants, whatever you want to call them. And so he is kind of crazy. Now, these aren't his actual skill icons. That's an important thing to know right here. Like you see, it says flamethrower to the left. Those are actually Quake symbols. I don't know why they're showing like Pyro symbols, and they do the same thing for Juggernaut, and Sabertooth has his actual symbol. So just keep that in mind when you're looking through this. They do have new symbols for Pyro. Just for some reason, I assume MSF.GG wasn't capable of data mining those or something like that, so they just had to use some placeholder JPEG, so keep that in mind. So first off, Pyro's basic attack is Flamethrower. He'll attack the primary target and adjacent targets for 150% damage, and he'll apply bleed to each target. Pretty crazy, just flat out applying bleed to everybody. Now, does he... I'm just running. Okay, so you have to rank him up to a certain rank in order to gain that bleed effect. You have to get it up to level 3 in order to get a chance to bleed, and then level 5 in order to have a guaranteed bleed, but that's not too ridiculous. And we're going to be looking at things at max level because that's where you're going to get these characters eventually. That's the end game that you're going for, so that's what you should be keeping in mind when you're building the character. So being able to apply bleeds like that's really awesome. Bleed is just a really great effect. If we go over to effects real quick, bleed, take damage equal to a percentage of the source character's damage each turn. So it's kind of hard to know exactly how much damage you're going to be doing, but bleed isn't a bad effect in this game compared to a lot of games. Like Future Fight, bleed's useless, it's garbage, but in this game, bleed actually does a hefty amount of damage, and especially for characters like Pyro where they're applying them to so many people. So if you thought that was crazy, being able to apply bleed to a primary target and adjacent targets, his special skill, not even his ultimate, this is just a special skill, Pyrotechnics. He'll attack the primary target and adjacent targets for 180% damage, apply 2 bleed for 2 turns, plus clear 2 positive effects from each target. Like, whew. And if Magneto is an ally, he'll clear all positive effects from each target. So just, that's crazy. And applying 2 more bleeds to a bunch of enemies, say you hit a guy in the middle, then that's so many bleeds going out to the enemy team. Plus there's that little thing, clear 2 positive effects, and if Magneto's ally, clear all positive effects. That's again there to counter the Nick Fury team, because again, Brotherhood of Evil, they're sort of built in mind with taking down Nick Fury's team, and so clearing positive effects, that's a big thing Nick Fury's team has. Again, also defenders, but the big, the target number 1 is Nick Fury's team, and that's what this is sort of built to counter right there. So you're seeing Pyro come through there, removing all the positive effects. Crazy skill, and you start out the match with this at max. You can use this straight off the bat, so just whew, crazy. Pyro, he's got some mad bleed. And then we got his ultimate fire crafting. He'll attack the primary target and adjacent targets for 230% damage, plus apply disrupted for 2 turns. And if Magneto is the ally, each target has bleed prolonged by a duration of 1. I just want to note for one of these skills, Pyro summons like a fire tiger that attacks one of the enemies. I don't know which one because I don't have Pyro, but just very cool animation right there. But anyways, fire crafting, it's applying disrupted, and if Magneto is an ally, they all have their bleeds prolonged. Really awesome, synergized as well with the rest of his kit. Pyrotechnics, he has that 2-turn bleed, then you can use fire crafting to then extend that bleed and then apply disrupted. So disrupted is a new effect in this game. If you apply that to an enemy, they cannot have any more positive effects applied to them. So if we go over to effects, I don't know, maybe they put them in here now. It's a new effect, so they might not have added it. Oh, disrupted. So additional positive effects cannot be applied to the character. So new effect, we're gonna see like the opposite of that in a Juggernaut, but I'll talk about that in Juggernaut's video. So we had 2 new effects come with the Brotherhood of Evil. So really good ultimate, also more bleeds, just so much bleed damage coming out from Pyro, and this is crazy. I mean, just oh my gosh, this is like next level stuff right here. And then his passive, gain 25% extra focus, which allows him to apply bleeds more reliably. And when Pyro's attacked, fill 15% of speed bar. I don't know why that's there. Like, does Pyro? I don't really get how that makes sense, but whatever. Cool. I mean, hey, 15%. Sure, I guess Pyro can do that. And if Magneto is an ally, if you thought Pyro wasn't crazy enough, when an enemy drops below 50% health, they get heal block applied to them. So if you had Magneto on your team and your bleed damage took down one of the enemies, like to below 50% health at the start of their turn, they would have heal block applied to them, and then they couldn't be healed. Like, that's just, oh man, Pyro's crazy. Now, I wouldn't put him in like S tier or something like that. You know, his kit isn't crazy enough that he could like just throw him onto any team and they just become crazy with Pyro on them. But the way he synergizes with the Brotherhood of Evil is awesome. How much bleed he applies. You know, his damage numbers aren't necessarily mind-blowing, but what is mind-blowing is the amount of bleed he's going to be applying to the enemies, and that's why he's so useful. So just a very good character. I'd say like maybe an A tier, and then of course when you put him with the Brotherhood of Evil, they're going to be like an S tier team, probably like an S plus tier team. So just, whew. Guys, Pyro, if you can get Pyro, there's rumors of a Pyro Blitz coming around soon where you can earn Pyro orb fragments by participating in it. I'm just saying, you guys are going to be wanting Pyro. Pyro's a very good character, and I don't think, like, as opposed to Mystique, where I kind of think she's going to be replaced once we have a better Brotherhood character come around, Pyro he's going to be here for quite a while. So, with that being said, what do I really know about Pyro? I am just a 17-year-old, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you all enjoy it. You know, be thankful for the things you have. Be thankful that, you know, they're taking a little bit of time to look into Red Stars to make sure those come out and they don't totally destroy the game. And be thankful for 15 free team slots. And if you're not from America, then, I don't know, enjoy your Thursday, I guess. See you guys.